Hello, my wonderful, amazing artists. It's me, Miss Abby, your art teacher, and today we're getting inspired by some of our favorite summer weather treats like ice cream and popsicles and ice cream sundaes and sorbets and milkshakes. And what's fun about this lesson today is that we get to use a couple different senses and think about a couple of different senses, including sight, touch, and taste today. So I'm going to show you first how I drew the ice cream cone and the popsicle. And then we're going to talk about how we can give this our own creative spin. And I'm using a marker, but I actually recommend using a pencil so you can erase if you're a little nervous or want to be really careful and perfectionisty. Okay, so I'm going to draw an ice cream cone first. And the ice cream cone is shaped like a triangle. There's our triangle. Now, when we reach out and touch an ice cream cone, if we're thinking about that, is our ice cream cone smooth? Is it bumpy? How does it feel? What is the texture? Now, my favorite type of ice cream cone is a waffle cone. And here's how I make a waffle cone with my drawing, is that I add diagonal lines going one direction and then the other. Remember, we have vertical lines, horizontal lines, and diagonal lines. Diagonal lines remind me personally of like a slide or a hill that you could slide down. Okay, so we got that. And I'm gonna change colors. Now we're gonna add the ice cream scoop on top. And I'm just picking out a nice bright color. Now I like to add this kind of cloud-like shape. And then a half circle. But you don't have to stop here. You can do a double scoop if you want. And you can even add a little whipped cream and a cherry on top. Maybe some hot fudge. Oh, very fun. So that is how I made the ice cream cone. Now the popsicle is like really, really easy. Do you want to see how easy it is? You gotta do a horizontal line. Then you do two vertical lines. And then a curvy kind of rainbow line. Let me just draw a stick in. What's most fun about the popsicle is figuring out what's inside, what flavors, what bright colors. Maybe you do like a pattern of stripes or something. That would be pretty cool. But yeah, this is the easy part. Now, next we got to think about our sense of taste and our sense of sight and the colors that describe or show what our favorite flavor is. For example, this one I did pink, as it's a chocolate covered strawberry flavored ice cream. So it's pink for the strawberry, and then chocolate chips. So I used brown and chocolate fudge. And then this one is a watermelon flavor, so I did pink and green. So think about what your favorite flavors are and think about what your favorite flavors are and pick out colors that remind you of those flavors. Ta-da! Here is my ice creams. This one is a double scoop of watermelon sorbet, which is one of my favorites. I actually think water sorbet is different than ice cream in that it doesn't have as much milk. But I don't know, it's my favorite to get at the ice cream shop. and it has some hot fudge on it and it's cherry and whipped cream. This one is a rainbow swirl popsicle flavor. I don't quite know what it tastes like. Probably a bunch of different fruit flavors mixed together, like fruit punch. Now, if you want, you can be done and have your paper like this. Or if you feel like cutting out, let me show you how to cut out a beautiful popsicle or ice cream cone. Because what's fun about these is that they're kind of like life size. This is pretty close to the size of a popsicle that you could go get at the grocery store. And I'm gonna leave this paper and save it for sure. But see, I've got this. I did the bubble cut or the square cut, so I cut the space around it. And look at all the space I saved on my paper. Now I'm gonna cut off little pieces to get this nice and neat. And I am letting the paper fall on my table. And I will clean it up later. So cutting around and around. Ta-da, here's my popsicle. Okay, so I want to try something with this watermelon sorbet ice cream cone that I drew earlier. I want to try an experiment. I want to try using my markers to add rainbow sprinkles. And you're going to come with me. I'm calling this an experiment because I don't actually know what'll happen when I try this. I've never done it before. But I'm going to grab a bunch of different colors. I'm going to grab one of every in the rainbow, or most of the colors. And I'm going to take off all of the lids and hold them together and stamp them. So I'm taking off the lids, and I am putting these caps somewhere safe so that they don't roll off my table and fall on the floor and get lost, because I like to take care of my art supplies. Now I'm holding them, and I am lightly going to tap them onto my paper. This is an experiment. I don't quite know how this is going to go, but we're going to find out. And I'm using the extra paper before I go onto here to see if I like how it looks. Now I'm tapping lightly. I'm not giving my marker a headache or grinding down the nice pointy chips. See, that's what it looks like. I like it, so I'm going to put it on my ice cream cone. I'll show you close up when I'm done. It's a little hard to control, but I kind of like that. I can always cut out if I get outside the lines. Ta-da! Here's the ice cream with the rainbow sprinkles, the watermelon sorbet. Now, oh, wait a sec. I capped off my markers, and I have my drawing. This is what it looks like close up of my watermelon sorbet. Very nice. Watermelon sorbet with fudge, rainbow sprinkles, whipped cream, and a cherry on top. That was my ice cream. And I'd love to see what you guys come up with, and if you create an ice cream that is, you know, your old favorite that you order every time you go to the ice cream truck. Or maybe you want to put on your chef hat and think about, you know, if you got a job at Ben & Jerry's ice cream factory, what crazy flavor combinations would you put in an ice cream? You can even make an ice cream for someone else you care about and want to create a custom treat just for them. Like, I don't know. What do you think Mr. Ben's favorite ice cream is? I don't know. So, I would love to see what you come up with using your creativity. Have fun thinking about your sense of taste and your sense of sight and how they go together. Bye. Have fun making art.